what the next U.S. president is going to do in terms of China policy is obviously a somewhat relevant issue. And it's an issue that the Chinese Communist Party has been considering, right? Which is obviously they haven't loved the last 4 years of U.S.-China policy.
And not just the Chinese Communist Party, but there's a lot of corporate interests that would really like to see things go back to the way things were before the Trump administration as well.
Right.
I mean, not just corporate interests, I think. There's universities who want to work with Chinese universities, think
Get that
tanks.
Confucius Institute, think tanks.
Like there are a lot of people who are invested in U.S.-China engagement. So
Definitely. And we've seen the king of U.S.-China cooperation, Henry Kissinger, rear his head again.
You know he's 97 years old.
I was just wondering how old he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't look young, but I mean he's in good shape for a 97-year-old.
It's amazing what adrenochrome can do. Am I right?
I don't know what
I
that
don't know
is.
what that.
Is it something that's going to bring us down like a weird rabbit hole again?
Let's carry on.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but like in context, I know it's one of those things that you would find on 4chan.
No. Is this an Alex Jones reference?
Let's just say it's a reference to Maze Runner, my favorite movies.
Okay, so it's something totally different. I thought it was going to be something that like Alex Jones sells on his show.
Wow.
That's what okay.
Wow, if he does. I mean, who knows what's in super male vitality?
So what a U.S.-China policy, huh?
No. We have to go back to Kissinger because...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that is U.S.-China policy, but go on.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's responsible in large part for decades of U.S.-China policy.
I mean, I think even Trump had gotten advice from Kissinger. Like, I think he's advised pretty much every sitting president since Nixon.
Wow.
On China policy. So
yeah, and also I think that his China policy in the 1970s was based on the geostrategic needs of the U.S. at the time. In the height of the Cold War, where the Soviet Union was perceived as a very serious threat, the Soviet Union was funding these kind of communist cells around the world. And Kissinger and Nixon hoped that by establishing warmer ties with communist China, it would be a counterbalance to the, I guess, at the time, arguably worse communism, the Soviet Union. Obviously,
well, I mean, it was also that the U.S. was directly competing against and in the Cold War with the Soviet Union, and China was kind of not directly involved.
Right.
They didn't have the kind of military they have nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, I think that at the time, the Chinese Communist Party wasn't really a threat. I mean, yes, the U.S. had kind of, had been involved in the war over Jinmen, the little Taiwan island that had been bombarded with shells and stuff by mainland China. But like, besides that, there wasn't that level of conflict, and there certainly wasn't a concern that China had a modern military.
Well, I mean, they were still just got done killing a bunch of their own people.
Yeah,
and they still haven't stopped that tradition.
Yeah,
well,
really
that's
haven't,
true.
Shelley.
They haven't stopped. But I was just thinking...
they killed different people now.
Well, so the point is, like, you're saying that maybe at the time, the sort of Kissinger-style school of thought about how the U.S. should deal with China may have made sense. But in the 21st century, it's stupid.
So Kissinger came out and said at the
Bloomberg New World Forum, New Economic Forum,
the Bloomberg New
World Order, reptilian hidden agenda.
Okay, do you want to get us banned from YouTube?
Oh gosh, no. I should say this is a result of them going on vacation and me staying here and working. I'm a little on edge.
Okay.
I need a break.
Maybe we should take the coffee away.
It's a hot chocolate with espresso.
That
So that's
sounds
still coffee.
worse.
Yes, but with sugar.
All right, we're off to a good start.
Okay, so at the Bloomberg New Economic Forum, which, by the way, the funniest thing about that was you go to their website and one of the first things you see is like a little like QR code in the corner that's like, join the conversation about the Bloomberg New Economic Forum on WeChat.
Which the U.S. has called a national security threat.
And then you scroll down and it's like leadership, and then it's Henry Kissinger and Hank Paulson, the former U.S. Treasury Secretary. And Which
There's Tony Blair was there, former UK Prime Minister.
Hank Paulson was with which bank before he became Treasury Secretary?
I don't know, but if I had to guess, Goldman Sachs.
No. He was
Well, there's just so many Goldman people end up becoming Treasury Secretary. But anyway, he was with one of the big banks. Yeah.
So it was really, just like a picture. And of course, it's Michael Bloomberg.
Right.
And they had, this is the third year of the Bloomberg New Economic Forum. And the first year it was held in Singapore and the second year it was held in Beijing. So you kind of get a sense of what this is
Where
all
it's
about
going.
from all this. So what did Kissinger say?
Why don't you tell us, Shelley?
I don't have the exact quotes in mind.
He was quoted, I think I sent this link to you because it was in CGTN, or it was like a Chinese state-run media that was quoting Kissinger saying that the US and China need to go back to cooperating again.